Don't touch that dial. Let the dog let himself out. Whoa! Hold on to your seats. Whoa! It's time for the Lakeville Government Channel Kids in Government program. Kids and Government, yeah! On today's show, join Ranger Waldo the Lion as he checks fun facts about Lakeville parks on Park of the Month. RR the Raccoon chats with Sheriff Don Goodmanson and asks him this month's mystery question. We celebrate the return of the world's greatest puppet detective, Mr. E, as he takes a tour of the city's water treatment facility on Ask Mr. E. And don't forget to watch for our puppet blooper and kids quick tip segments throughout the show. And now, here's the host of Kids in Government, RR the Raccoon.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Lakeville Kids in Government. I'm RR the Raccoon, your congenial host, here in our program where we take a humorous, an educational look at how government works. Hey, we're coming to you from the control room area at LG TV, where we've got all the screens, buttons, and thingamabobs that help us put the programs on the air here on Channel 16. Well, we got a great show for you this month, so let's get things kicked off right away with my good friend, Ranger Waldo the Lion, as he gives you some fun and interesting facts about parks here in the city of Lakeville. So, take it away, Waldo. Ho-ho!
Hello, fellow Rangers. It is I, Waldo the Lion, here, the official park ranger for the City of Lakeville Parks Department. And hey, today on Park of the Month, I'm going to be giving you some fun facts about the parks here in the City of Lakeville. Now, our first fun fact is that there are 62 park facilities here in the City of Lakeville, and today I'm at Casper Swing Park to get things started. So let's head out throughout the city to see the different things that are around in the city as far as parks go. Oh boy, does anyone have a towel I can use?
Hi there, everyone. It's me, Kiki Duck, and I'm gonna play a trick on Waldo. I'm gonna... Ball, please. I'm gonna kill with that ball. I'm gonna go get it.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, folks, the first thing I want to speak to you about today is the total number of acres of parkland the City of Lakeville has. And the City of Lakeville has a total of 1,337.06 acres of parkland. Pretty cool, and facility properties. Very, very cool. So, let's head on to our next... Oh. Is it hailing out? No, couldn't be. Let's go to our next spot, folks.
That's not a hail, that's a baseball.
The next thing we want to speak about in regard to Lakeville Parks is the miles and miles of trails that are here in the City of Lakeville. And that exact number is 86 miles of trails here in the City of Lakeville. Does someone have a towel I can use, please? We better get on to our next spot. Oh! Something just grazed me off the top of my head. Well, anyway, here we go.
That was no classic blow. I'm gonna get that guy.
And there's almost 10 miles of natural and grass trails. Oh, watch it! It's not bad enough I'm getting whacked by a ball, but I'm getting run into by a camera. Thanks a lot. What? I just can't believe it. So let's move on to... What is going on here? Ah!
so frustrated. Look, there's a funny black dragon.
Well, Adventure Rangers, another exciting fun fact about Lakeville Parks is this, that we here in the city of Lakeville have 3 beaches. Very cool, but today it's very windy and I think it's time for us to move on to the... Why is this happening to me? My hat, my beautiful hat. I've got bed head. Oh, look at that, I forgot to comb my hair today.
Oh, he's funny. He's very funny.
Another exciting fun fact here in Lakeville Park is the number of playgrounds that the city has. And that's right, folks, there are 38 playgrounds here in the city of Lakeville. Oh, and I just love going down the slide. So let's head on out to our next open. What is that? I just don't understand. Let's go down the slide. No. Well, my fellow park rangers, that's it for this edition of Park of the Month. I'm Waldo the Lion, your park ranger, and as we complete this segment, I'd like to sing my favorite camping song, which is Bingo. 2, 3, 4. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name.
Oh boy, I don't want to make a shit up. Oh, I must do something immediately.
And Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer. Oh. Say, who's ever doing that? It doesn't hurt me a bit because luckily I've got this great hat on. But now that I don't have...
Boy, I sure fooled that guy. And now I'm gonna sing the song. See you next time on Park of the Month. Oh, there was a farmer had a duck. And Tiki was a candle.
Hey everyone, Louie the Dog here for this month's Kids Quick Tip. Hey, we're going to be talking to you this month about how to stop the spread of germs and diseases. I'm going to talk to you about covering up. Hey, did you know sneezing is a leading way to pass germs onto others? It is recommended that you do not sneeze like this. Don't sneeze like that. When you sneeze, either sneeze into a tissue or into the crux of your arm, which is where your elbow is, like this.
Ew.
Didn't even hear it that time, did you? So stop the spread of germs and cover up your schnozola.
Hey folks, up next here on Lakeville Kids in Government, we have a segment from our good friend, the world's greatest puppet detective, Mr. E, in his Ask Mr. E segment. And I gotta tell you, Mr. E hasn't been around here for a while because, well, Mr. E just got a facelift. That's right, he looks a little different, but it's still the same old Mr. E. So let's take a look at our latest edition of Ask Mr. E with Mr. E, the world's greatest puppet detective. Here he is, folks.
From the Lakeville Government Channel 16 studios in downtown Lakeville, this is Ask Mr. E with, what's his name again? Oh yeah, cue music, with Mr. E.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Ask Mr. E. I'm Mr. E, the world's greatest puppet detective, and as in every edition of Ask Mr. E, this edition is written, produced, directed, starred, and diaper changed by me, Mr. E. Oh, that one cracks me up. That one's just way too funny. Hey, you're probably wondering where Mr. E has been. Well, guys, I had a little nip and tuck work done to my face, and as you can see, I don't quite look like I used to, but it's the same mystery. And don't you worry, because we still have some exciting stuff to do today. Well, today's question is about what is a waiter meatment tranquility? Well, a waiter meatment tranquility, folks, is... What's that? It's not about water meatment tranquility? Just a second, excuse me. Are you sure you know what you're talking about here today? You do? Okay. Because, you know, I got my new face here, and I don't really want to embarrass myself. Is it? Okay. Well, folks, I guess that's not what we're talking about. What are we talking about today? Dope! What is a water treatment facility? That wasn't even close. Let's just get right to the letter. Well, our letter today comes from Little Simon Cowbell. And Little Simon Cowbell writes, Dear Mr. Reed, what is a water treatment facility, and can we take a quick tour?
Well, it's funny that you should ask that, Little Simon Cowbell.
Because I've got a good friend who works up at the water treatment facility, and let's see what we can do for you.
I decided to give my good friend, Chris Petrie, Director of Operation and Maintenance with the City of Lakeville, a call. I got a hold of Chris and explained my dilemma. I asked him if I could come and take a tour of the water treatment facility, and to my surprise, he said,
You bet, Mr. Reed. Come on down. I'll meet you here.
I made my way to the water treatment facility. As I entered the building, I was met immediately by Chris. We headed down a lengthy hallway that led us to the area where we would begin our tour.
Wow, that sure is a long way down there. Well, everybody, we are now in one of the filter basins. And Chris, why don't you explain to me briefly, why does the city treat water here in Lakeville?
Well, Mr. Reed, we treat water for a number of reasons, but the main two being that our water contains from our groundwater wells that we pump out of the ground. It contains minerals such as iron and manganese, and what those do is they'll cause rusty water in people's homes, or that'll be the iron part of it. Otherwise, manganese will cause black circles on fixtures and things like that. So prior to the water treatment facility, the city experienced a lot of problems with that among our customers. So we built the water treatment facility a little over 10 years ago to try and remove those minerals.
Wow, so here in Lakeville, we treat our water very kindly.
You got it, Mr. Reed.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So exactly why is the water sitting here? It looks like a pool, and there's actually another filter bed over there. Why is there water in here, Chris?
Well, to be honest, Mr. Reed, it's not just sitting there. These filter beds are actually working right now. What the water does is it comes into the water treatment facility from those groundwater wells. The first place it goes is to these filter beds, and it goes from gravity and goes from top to bottom and goes through that filter media, we call it. There's a number of feet of filter media, and it pulls out that iron and manganese that I was talking about before. So this is the first step in the treatment process.
Cool. Well, can we see the next step in the process here, Chris?
Yeah, let's take you downstairs to the pipe gallery.
Ooh, the pipe gallery. I like the sound of that. I love to play organs. This is a very cool and somewhat scary place, Chris. You gotta tell me, what is its purpose here in the water treatment facility?
Well, we're in the pipe gallery right now, Mr. Reed,
Yeah?
which is the basement of the water treatment facility. This is under all those filter beds that we were just in. This is the main part to our treatment process. This is where the water comes in, and some of the pipes up there, they're painted different colors.
Yeah?
The light green pipes are all the raw water or the untreated water. As it comes in, it goes through those filter beds, and then after it's treated, it's sent in this pipe right here out to a reservoir back behind the water treatment facility where it's held until it's pumped into the distribution system. And with that, as it goes out and makes its way out to that reservoir, it's treated with different chemicals along the way. It's treated with chlorine to keep it safe to drink, to not allow bacteria in the water, and it's treated with fluoride to help your teeth, just like your chompers.
Yeah, my one tooth right in the front.
You got it, Mr. Reed.
Very good. Now, you know, is this where you guys go to when there's a tornado warning?
This would be our spot that we go to in the treatment facility. That is correct.
It's very cool, and you know what? It's very echoey. Do you mind if I exercise my pipes over down in the pipe gallery, Chris?
Please do.
All right, here we go. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Would you like to exercise your pipes, Chris?
I'm gonna pass, Mr. E. You did a great job, though.
All right, well, let's head out to our next spot, okay, Chris?
Terrific, let's go.
Well, everyone, we've moved outside, but, Chris, I'm a little confused. All I see out here is the obstacle course for the police department's canine. What is going on here?
You bet, Mr. E. We also let them use this area for that, but the main function of this area is we have an underground reservoir here called our clear well.
Wait a minute, you have an underground reservoir?
Yep, a big tank that holds over 3 million gallons of water. So right where we left from the pipe gallery, after all the water's treated, it's sent out here into this reservoir to be held until it's pumped out to our customers.
Oh, very cool. Now, is this kind of like an underground water tower?
That's exactly what it is, Mr. E.
Oh, very cool. Well, let's head on back inside, I'm guessing, to find out what's next in our process.
You got it. We'll go inside to look at the high service pump room, the pumps that pump this water out.
Oh,
let's go.
High service pump. I like the idea of that, and my eyes are driving me crazy. I gotta go back to the puppet maker and get smaller eyes. Ah! Well, we've moved back inside to a room that's really loud. Hey, Chris, what is this room?
This is called our high service pump room, Mr. E, and it's part of the whole treatment process. Like I explained, first it goes through the filters, then it goes through our pipe gallery, gets treated with chemicals, goes out to that clear well, the reservoir behind our water treatment facility, and from there, all these pumps pump it out to our distribution system and out to the water towers.
Would you mind repeating that again? I can't hear you. No, I'm just kidding. Well, very, very cool. Well, Chris, as you told me, this is our final spot. It looks like a control room. Is that what I'm looking at with my monocle, sir?
That's right, Mr. Reed. This is our control room. This is the brains behind the water treatment facility. And all those rooms and different spots we went to throughout the treatment facility all come back to this. This is what controls the whole treatment process.
Very cool. Now, if somebody here in Lakeville has any questions about the water treatment process, who can they call, Chris?
Well, the best thing to call is call our operations and maintenance department, or you can get on the city's website, and we have a bunch of information about our water treatment process and anything you'd like to know about our utility services.
As I left the water treatment facility, I had a profound sense that the water the city of Lakeville delivers to my kitchen tap is fresh and delicious.
Well, everyone, this is Mr. E for Ask Mr. E. I hope little Simon Cowbell and everyone else out there now knows what a water treatment facility is. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I'm very, very thirsty. I need a drink of water. Well, see you next time, folks. Water. Water!
Oh, hey everyone, it is I, Hank the Hog, here for our next Kids Quick Tip, and we're talking to you this month about how to stop the spread of germs. Oh, now the best thing that you can do to stop the spread of germs is to wash your hands. And to help me in this endeavor, Mr. Hands is over here by the sink. How you doing today, Mr. Hands? Excellent. Now you should wash your hands when you arrive at school, before you eat, after using the bathroom, after a play date, and as soon as you come inside the home, whether it's from school or from playing in the yard. The important thing is to wash your hands many times throughout the day. Hey, if we all do it, we might just start washing our hands automatically. But well, it's kind of tough for me because, well, I got hooves. I guess I gotta go wash my hooves.
Hey everybody, RR the Raccoon back here with this month's edition of our mystery question. But hey, first, I've got to introduce our mystery guest. Now here's a couple clues for you on who our mystery guest is. Clue number 1, he used to be a police chief in the city of Lakeville. Clue number 2, he's the current Dakota County Sheriff. No, he's not SpongeBob SquarePants. No, folks, here he is, the Dakota County Sheriff, Don Goodmanson. How you doing today, Don?
I'm doing fine. It's nice to be here.
Well, it's great to be here. Thank you for inviting us to come and visit you down in Hastings.
You bet. I'm glad you're here at the Dakota County Jail.
Yeah, well, hopefully you're not going to put me in the jail, though.
I promise I won't.
I have a confession to make.
All right?
I have been digging in the garbage around here lately. I hope that's not a bad thing.
Well, you're a little suspect with that.
Well, I'll clean up my act, I promise.
Good.
I promise. Well, Don, we're here for our mystery question. Thank you so much for joining us today. Here is your question. First of all, you are the sheriff here in Dakota County, correct?
Yes, I am.
And how many years have you done that, sir?
Wow, I'm in my 15th year already.
Very good, very good. Now, exactly what does the sheriff do?
Well, one of the things the sheriff does is run the jail.
Ah, very good. Now, how big is the jail? And then, of course, the jail is where people go when they break some of our laws, correct?
Exactly. And they would be, everyone be arrested by our local police departments, for instance, in Lakeville, and also by the sheriff's department. And the number of beds that we have here are 265 beds.
Wow. Well, here's our mystery question then for today, Don, and I'm sure you know the answer to this, but we'll see if our friends out there know it. Now, we have a county, citizens in Lakeville are in Dakota County, and this county that we live in has approximately, what, about 400,000 people in it, Don?
Just about 400,000 right now.
Very good. Now, what would be your guess of what would be the next size of a jail?
Well, if we looked at the next smallest jail in America, so we take another county of 400,000,
Yeah.
and we said, okay, we have 265 beds, how many beds would they have? The answer?
I'd have no idea. Anybody out there, do you have an answer to that? I don't think any of the kids out there have any idea. What do you think it is, Don? Give us the facts.
It's 800, and they're building on.
Oh my goodness! So our jail is kind of small for our size of population, eh?
And what that means is we are safe in Dakota County. Young people, children, parents, everyone is safe here. It doesn't mean we don't have some crime once in a while, but the officers are good and they catch them and they're in our jail. But other counties, you can tell right now, they have a lot more crime than Dakota County.
Wow. And we're very lucky to live here in Dakota County, and part of that is a thank you to you and your staff, Don.
Well, thank you so much. It's very wonderful for you to be here today.
Very good. Well, hey, we need to get on here with the rest of our Kids in Government show. Thank you for being on the show today, Don.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Ranger Waldo, I'm going to give you some fun facts here about the city of Lakeville's parks and parks and parks and parks. Of total acres that the parks have here in the city of Lakeville. And we are here at Aaron's. I got a fro.
You know, I think you want to push that other red button. Yeah. Yeah. No, the other red button. Oh my, no, it's gonna explode. Let's get out of here. Now, the first tip that I want to talk to you today about is don't cough. Hey, I'm specifically gonna talk to you about covering up, that was an awful puppeteering. I think I need to go in my trailer and break for a while. Well, hello everyone. It is I, Wordy Wolf, here for our final Kids Quick Tip, where we talk to you about how to stop the spread of germs. And I'm going to tell you one of the most important things you can do to stop those germs from spreading. And that is, if you're sick, stay home. Do not go to work, do not go to school, do not go grocery shopping, and do not go play 18 holes of golf. It'll spread those germs and everyone will get sick. Speaking of sick, my nose is getting all stuffy. My throat's all scratchy. My eyes are watering. I better get to bed. I'm going home. See you next time, folks. I'm ill.
Well, folks, that's it for another edition of Lakeville Kids in Government. If you have questions on any of the information we've covered, please feel free to give us a call. Our studio line is 952-985-4418, and you can watch this and all the programs here on LGTV at the city's website at www.lakevillemn.gov. Well, hey, you're probably wondering why this raccoon is wearing a tuxedo. Well, we've got great news, folks. I and the whole team at the Kids in Government have won another Emmy. Once again, we won in the Children's Youth category, so that brings a total of 3 Emmy Awards that our show has got. This Emmy was presented to both Jim Schiffman and Tim Klausler at the Upper Midwest Emmy Gala that was held on Saturday, September 26th. And I, R.R. the Raccoon, actually got to be a presenter along with Jason DeRusha of WCCO TV. So we thought we'd share with you, and thank you so much for watching our program. Well, folks, that's it, and we'll see you next time here on the Emmy Award-winning Lakeville Kids in Government. I can take off this tuxedo and get my shirt back on. Yeah.
Wait! Stop! Don't move! It's bonus segment time on LKG. Enjoy!
Yes, this is Hank the Hog. Oh, yes, Commissioner. Sounds good. I'll get right on it. That's Hank's world. Welcome to another edition of Hank's World, everyone. I'm Hank the Hog, and we're coming to you today from the city's central maintenance facility, where I am joined by the city's new Operation and Maintenance Director, Chris Petrie. How you doing today, Chris?
Good, Hank. How about you?
Very good. Hey, that's a nice shirt that you got on there. Where'd you get it?
Well, I'm not sure where I got this. I think my wife bought it for me somewhere at the mall, Hank. How about you? Where did you get that nice shirt?
Yeah, I got it at Walmart. Yeah, and I got a clip-on tie, too. Pretty cool. Is yours a clip-on tie?
I have to tie mine, Hank.
No, I didn't think so. Well, Chris, let's get to our first question here. Chris, what does an Operation and Maintenance Director do?
Well, my job, Hank, is to manage the street department that plows the roads out there, the utilities department that gives you water and sewer when you flush your toilet, also all the buildings and all the fleet and all the big trucks around. That's my job, to manage all of those things, Hank.
Now, Chris, how did you get to be an Operation and Maintenance Director, huh?
Well, all sorts of things, Hank. I went to school. I went through some specialized programs in public works and continue my education. I'm still in school right now, have a lot of years of experience on the job, and I've worked for the city of Apple Valley, I've worked for the city of Hugo, so I've got a lot of on-the-job experience as well, Hank.
What's your favorite food? And don't say bacon.
My favorite food is probably tacos, Hank. I love Mexican food.
Now, Chris, if you could go back in time and meet any historical figure, who would you like to go back and meet?
Wow, that's pretty hard.
It's a real deep question, isn't it?
It is very deep.
You don't expect that coming from a ham hock,
I've never
do you?
expected that coming from a pig, no.
Thank you, I'll take that as a compliment.
Let me think about that a minute. You're really testing me here on my knowledge.
We'll tell you what, we'll give you a minute to think about it. Here we go. Play the theme music, guys. Chris, your minute is up. Who would you go back in time and meet which historical figure?
I think I'd like to meet the Wright brothers someday to learn about how they did the first flight down in Kitty Hawk.
Ah. Hey, Chris, if a young person was interested in getting involved in operation and maintenance, how would they go about that as far as, like, you know, certain education and classes they could take?
First of all, after you go through and you get into high school, there's a number of jobs that the city has, seasonal employment, things like that, that you get your foot in the door and really learn what you like to do. There's a number of programs specifically that some of the associations around endorse, and that's the American Public Works Association. There's certificate programs. You could go to college to be an engineer, all sorts of different things that you could do to get involved in public works.
Well, Chris, has been great fun. Thank you so much for being on Kids in Government today. And you know, I'm wondering before we go, there's so many cool things. There's snow plows. We got some lawnmowers behind me, and well, I'm wondering if you could do something for us before we get done here, Chris.
Sure, what's that, Hank?
I noticed there's a car wash over there. Would you mind washing our production van?
I think I could probably do that for you.
Good. Yeah. Thinks he's such hot stuff because he has a knot, a tie knot, a clip on one like me. Ding-a-ding. Look at that, pig driving an automobile. All right, Chris, wash away.
Okay, Hank. Hasta la vista, piggy.
Ha ha, missed me. Hey, he does good work. Hey, see you next time on Hank's World, everybody. Try and get me again, Chris.
Hello, kiddies. Grammy Lumpet here to help you save energy and money in your home. Turn down your thermostat when you're not at home. Caulk and weather strip doors and windows. Oh! Add insulation. Oh! Have your furnace checked once a year by a qualified professional. And replace your furnace filter monthly. Remember, Grammy says save more by using less.